women are gossiping over here and I can't hear that. Never harsh. Here to work. Here to learn.
Well,
Where's your laptop?
I do it on vacation.
I don't know how to start stuff. I got my laptop right here. I'll read everything she writes. I'm not good at any of this. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to.
Hey, welcome. Hey, we are recording, so we're going to go ahead and get started, and everyone else can watch this later. So first of all, thank you so much for sharing an hour of your time with me. We may be doing something than that, but I hope to bring you guys some massive value. So
I'm sorry I'm the one that turned under the bus and told you to teach a class if you didn't want.
it's okay. Do it again. I don't care. I'm good. Listen, so we have these gold laws, these values on our wall, right? And we want everyone to succeed. We want everyone to be successful, and I hope that you get just a tremendous amount of business from this. There's enough for all of us, right?
Right.
So let's keep that mindset. Okay, by the way, my name is Rob Luck. In case you don't know me personally, I am an agent with an office just right down the hall. I'm hardly ever there, but feel free to knock on my door or whatever. So we are going to get started. Just a couple different things. What we're going to do today is we are going to leverage this amazing platform called Facebook to bring you tons more leads. Who has Facebook? I assume everyone here does. Who doesn't? I heard the other day Facebook has 2.8 billion with a B active monthly users. So it's incredible. Just an incredible amount of activity. Using these exact methods I'm about to show you. It's nothing special. I did not invent this. I stole everything. Okay, so don't feel like I'm anything like a pro. But so far this year, I've closed 7 transactions. I have another one tomorrow, another one next week, one week after that. So you see how it kind of dog piles. Well over $1 million in volume just from this source alone. So just from Facebook lead generation, okay? So I hope this helps you. Who uses Facebook right now to promote their listings? What do we do? What do you typically just do?
I just post it on there and that's it.
Just like a flex link?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I'll link back to my website.
Perfect. And when they click on that link and go to your website, what happens?
I haven't got nothing yet.
Okay. Okay. We're going to talk about that. And
That's where I'm lost at.
That's
I was
okay.
gonna say, my website is not what I would consider operational to even use it, so.
So what most agents, and there's nothing wrong with this, okay, don't get me wrong, but I see this all day long, they just throw a flex link in there. And it makes me cringe. Because everyone's going to look at it, no one's ever going to talk to you about it, right? They might comment on the post, say, hey, awesome house, beautiful kitchen, that kind of thing, but there's no way to capture that information. There's no way to tell what's going on with that listing. You can't see those clicks. You can't see the activity, how long they spend on your website, how many times they view the pictures, that kind of thing, right? We're going to change all that. If you talk to any agent that worked in the 1990s, okay, I definitely was not one of those, but let's just pretend here for a moment. The MLS actually came in a phone book style. It was insane. Can you even imagine that right now? People came to your office to say, hey, I saw a sign in the yard. Let's go look at this house. They came to you first. Now where do they go? Yes.
I was in real estate back
See, I wasn't going to call any names. But you did the struggle, right?
Yep.
But you were the gatekeeper. You were the one that
It
had all the
wasn't as
information.
much of a struggle to get leads as it is nowadays, if they had to come, they need
They
us.
had to come to you.
Yeah, they don't need us quite as much right up front now, yeah.
We're going to show you how to make them come to you. So forget Zillow, forget all these competitors. We're going to show them how to register on your website So you can capture their information and reach out to them, follow up with them, and get in front of them so you can be of service to them and their family. Cool? Okay, a couple things. Hi, Amy. No, not bad. A couple things. So this lead generation method does not replace what you're currently doing. Don't take away from anything that you're already doing. Still knock on doors, still circle prospect, whatever you want to do. But this should supplement that, right? This is an additional lead generation source. The really great thing about this is it takes you about 5 minutes. I'm really building this up, aren't I? I better be with it. Okay, you will need a website with forced lead capture. So if you're a Keller Williams agent, you already have that. If most websites do, regardless of who you're affiliated with. But the setting isn't always defaulted to forced lead capture. What that means is when you visit my website or a particular listing on my website, before you can do anything, before even looking at a photo or seeing how many bedrooms your bathroom has, you have to give me your name, your phone number, and your email address. How cool is that? I thought I heard somebody groan in the back, so let me just clarify this. It's not for everybody, okay? You will every now and then get a message, this is stupid, I don't want to give you my phone just so I can look at this property. Well, okay, you don't have to. But I rarely get that. For every 100 leads I get, I might have one person try it. And I just go about my day, no big deal. But you do need to have that forced lead capture. Again, if you're a Keller Williams agent, Command and the new website that launches October 1st and the new consumer app that launches shortly thereafter is going to do this beautifully. I absolutely cannot wait for you to see that. You need a Facebook account, no problem, we have that. You need listings. Yes. No, so this is your personal account. And I'll show you what I mean by that in just a minute. I'll show you exactly what that looks like. So you need listings, either your own listings, or if you're a part of a team, you can use your team listings. Or if you don't have either of those, ask to borrow someone's listing. I can't tell you how many times I've posted in our group or just simply asked another agent in the office, hey, can I market 123 Main Street? Please, absolutely please. My sellers drive me crazy. Please market it. I've never had anyone turn me down. And as a matter of fact, if you are at a listing presentation, you can actually use that to your advantage and say, hey, I'm going to tag team so-and-so, and we're going to come up with this together. You can throw that around a couple different ways. But you need some listings. And lastly, you need patience. A couple of the deals, at least one of them, I'll have to go back and look, but one of the 8 or 9 deals I've closed so far using this method this year came from a lead generated on Facebook in March of 2018. So, we're going to talk about lead generation today. Just keep in mind the fortune's going to follow up, right? That's a whole other conversation. Keep that in mind as well. Okay, is this hard to read? I'm sorry, I was not thinking about the screen on a small TV. So to get started, you need to join Facebook groups. So these are your for sale groups. They're also called swap and shop. They are called community groups. Something like 417 Yard Sale, or Clever Missouri Swap and Shop, or Springfield, Missouri Garage Sale, or Buy Sell Trade Springfield, Missouri. These are all the groups. One thing to mention though is do not join more than 4 to 5 groups a day. You'll be thrown in Facebook jail. It is dark and dreary. They will prevent you from posting anything for at least a week, and they really monitor you very closely after that. So stay out of jail. Join 4 to 5 groups a day. Facebook has made a point to put groups at the front and center of the conversation. So in your mobile app, it's at the very bottom and the very center. It's, I think, 3 little silhouettes of people. So join those groups and get creative. Don't just think about Springfield or Nixa or Ozark. Think about 417, Greene County, Ozark County, Christian County, whatever. What's another one? I just ran into it the other day. Oh, Southwest Missouri. Southwest Missouri garage sale. Now that covers a wide area, right? But it's also a very large group, 20,000 something people. So keep that in mind. Be creative with that. You will need, or I suggest, a URL shortener. So bit.ly is a website. Whenever you're sending someone to a listing on your website, it's going to have this big long string of characters, and that can be off-putting, right? Somebody looks at that and says, okay, is this guy a Nigerian prince asking me to wire money? Or is this a listing, or what's going on? So you take that long string from your website and you put it into Bitly, and it creates a short link to whatever you want to say. It's bit.ly/123 Main Street, for example. So it looks a little bit more legitimate. It's shorter, so you don't have much space to take up, and it looks a little bit more attractive. And then, of course, you need your website to create the appropriate squeeze pages. I call them squeeze pages. They're single property web pages or landing pages. Okay, I'm going really fast, and I tend to do that. So any questions before we get into the down and dirty? So far, so good? Okay. All right, cool. So again, for those of you in the back, my apologies, but we're going to have screenshots. And I tend to hate PowerPoint, and it shows. So I literally just drew on the screen. So bear with me. My art's fantastic. So when you go to Facebook, you're going to actually not post in groups individually. You're going to go to Facebook Marketplace. Okay. When you're in Facebook Marketplace, which is located on your desktop on the left sidebar, you simply click on Sell Something. It also shows all your current active listings and sold or whatever. Once you click on Sell Something, you click on what are you listing? Item for sale. Vehicle and homes for rent are separate categories. Right now it's going to be an item. Okay, when you create your listing, it's going to ask you what category that you want to put your listing in. It's going to be home sales, right? I've messed around with this just to see if I can gamify this a little bit. Miscellaneous doesn't work as well, nor do any other categories. So use home sales for now. Facebook tends to change things up dramatically, often without warning, so that may change tomorrow, but home sales is still a good option. Your description goes next. So super duper house for sale, buy it now, call me, leaky face, whatever. That description will be the primary header when it's posted into a group, by the way. So I would probably be a little bit more serious about it than that. I would go all brick, 3-bed, 2-bath, rural schools, whatever. And then you enter the price and the location. The location is just for the Facebook Marketplace. It's going to target that marketplace listing to those that are in that location, Springfield or Nixon or whatever. And then we get to the really good stuff. So the very first line, if you can see that, the very first line in this listing is, for all photos and details, click here. And have a little finger emoji pointing to my Bitly. It's the very first thing I want them to see. The first thing they are going to see are probably your photos, right? And that's going to prompt them to open up the entire link, or the entire ad, I should say. So when they open the ad, I want to encourage them to go straight to that link. You need to go to my website and give me their information. Fingers crossed. Then I give them just a couple of quick sentences, just a little bit of teaser. We do the same thing in the public description, right? It's an amazing home, check it out, blah, blah, blah. And then I do provide just a few details about the home. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, X square feet, whatever. This is going to sound goofy, but I swear it's true as of right now today. Again, I've done this with and without emojis, and the emojis is tremendously more effective. Which is cool.
It's true.
I speak in emoji and memes, so I get it, but Facebook does too of them. So next to 4 bedrooms, I put a little emoji of a guy laying in a bed. Next to 3 bathrooms, it's a little guy laying in a bathtub. Creepy, right? But it works. And then the last line is, once again, for all photos and details, click here. So I've given them enough to chew on. Now if they're hungry, they need to go click that link, right? And then lastly, if it's not your listing, if it is, then go ahead and give yourself credit. If it's not, I feel it's only appropriate and right to give credit to the listing agent. So for example, this is listing courtesy of Josh Keats, Keller Williams Realty, marketed with permission by Ralph Clark, Keller Williams Realty. Same thing to that effect. And then Facebook allows you to upload up to 10 photos. Don't do it. Use 3 to 4 max. Use your best photos. So again, just like in the listings, we want to really highlight the front of the house, the kitchen, master bedroom perhaps, whatever your best photos are, highlight those. If they want to see the rest, then go to the link, right? So this is your Facebook Marketplace listing. That is it. Click next. And this is a really cool part. This only changed about 6 months ago. But now Facebook says, hey, we're going to put it in the marketplace. Select which groups you want us to put this into. So if it's a house in Springfield, Missouri, of all the groups that you're a member of, they'll show up here. You simply select the button next to each of your Springfield groups, or Greene County groups, or Fulton Center groups, whatever. So as you can see here, you probably can't, but as you can see here, it says post in the marketplace in 20 groups. So not only is the marketplace seeing it, but thousands of members in each of those 20 groups potentially are going to see that as well. Click post, and you are done. It takes about a minute or two, depending upon how many groups it's propagating to. But Facebook will throw that into your groups, and the leads will start flowing in. Magic, right? It's not. It's really simple. Probably some of you are like, this is so basic. I don't know why I showed up. But
I'm glad you showed up.
I've been doing this for 3 years. In fact, when I first started this, you had to copy and paste and throw in each group individually, and you couldn't post into more than 5 or 6 groups in a day, or else Facebook jail happens. So this is a huge benefit, and it allows us to get a lot more visibility. If you use the URL shortener Bitly, what's really cool, you have to pay for the pro version, but what's really cool is it will track how many people click your link. So it shows you, hey, 133 people clicked your link, and most of the activity came between Thursday and Friday at 2 a.m., for example.
Now, when you post into the other groups, like you said, join the groups not to be more than 4 or 5. Is there a limit to how many posts?
I've not got shut down. I've posted as many as 30 as we need to list and never did pick up. Yep. So I think because it's associated with that Facebook listing, and again, I don't work for Facebook or Moonlight as them, but so far it's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I definitely have been shut down for joining too many groups at once.
How many times have you been on Facebook?
Twice.
Well, that's not good.
I got a rep.
Now, when you post organically to Facebook and you have a pixel, you can do tracking that way. Does it work at all when you're doing it through Marketplace?
I have no idea. So here's what I can tell you. I've never messed with the pixel. I've never messed with paid ads. I don't spend a dime in marketing. This is all I do. So, but I'm familiar enough with that to understand how it works.
So you just market listings, do you ever market, do run ads to solicit buyers?
No. No. I think that will change with Keller Mortgage because it's such an attractive product, I can't help it. So I'm brainstorming. In fact, I have a call tomorrow to brainstorm some ways to market that. But yeah, so far, no dollars.
And landing pages aren't activated, correct?
Not yet. The website launches on October 1st.
And that's
Now this,
will-
now this will work with your Placer website. So if you're using emails on your Placer website, that option is there as well. Yeah. Or any other website or CRM. For example, I'm very excited about October 1st. If you come to the office that day, I'll probably dress up. That is the day that the new websites come out. The app should be live, and Command is going to be even more fully functional. And I can save $6 grand a year because I don't have to pay for the website anymore. Well, that's worth. I will tell you though, as I mentioned before, patience is a real key to this. Okay, consistency is absolutely key. Do this 2 or 3 times a week. I won't do any more than 3. So maybe space it out Monday through Friday or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's really goofy too because I've gotten leads at all times of the day or night for listings that I posted months ago. As a matter of fact, I was walking to the team meeting this morning and 2 leads popped up on my phone from an ad that I posted a week ago. And I'm not posting any since. It's just random. What I believe to be true is the more that you are posting in groups and participating in Facebook's preferred method, which is groups, the more people like your post and respond to your ad and so on and so forth, it gives you precedence and it kind of throws you to a higher tier where people see you more. For example, if you're spamming, if you're blatantly spamming Facebook, they don't care. They're going to shut you down. Nobody's ever going to see what you post. But if you're contributing and if you're responding to people and people responding to you, then that gives you credibility, so to speak, in Facebook land, and that gives you a bit better visibility.
Now, when you say post 2 to 3 times a week, like you did this particular one, do you repost it or do you post something new?
Super good question. I post something new. So this stays until it goes pending yourselves. And there's an option in Facebook Marketplace, and I did not show that to you here, but if it does sell, then you can just mark it as sold or mark it as pending. And then I will show you in a minute how to delete the listing from Marketplace and groups, because that's a new function as well.
You ever do that though? I mean, you might still leave the whole meeting and sold.
Right. I haven't, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, because I just do this so often, I can't keep track of things. If I can be transparent.
You mean like you don't go in and delete them, or you don't?
Not all the time, not all the time. For example, in a perfect world, if I were really strut my stuff, I'd say, oh yeah, every Friday evening I go into my Facebook Marketplace and I update listings and deleting things. But yeah, good stuff.
So how do they contact you?
Thank you. That's next. Okay, so leads from Marketplace will direct you through direct message, through your Facebook Messenger. So if it's a Marketplace listing and they see it in Marketplace, and Facebook's really super great, oh, I love them so much. They're going to suggest responses to send as a message. So when the person sees your ad and they want to reach out to you, they suggest certain default phrases such as, is this item still available? No lie, I posted one a couple weeks ago, and within 5 minutes of that question, is this still available? Yeah, it's posted. But that's a default message that Facebook allows you to quickly send to the person listing the item. Do you have more photos is another one, right? So these will come through your personal messages or direct messages through Facebook. And what you do with those is entirely up to you. You say, hey, I would just copy and paste the short link, right? For more photos and details, go here. There you go. You want more photos, there it is. Leads from your groups, which honestly is the vast majority of them, will come through registration on your website. So if you're with Keller Williams and you use your Placer website, you're going to get an email and probably a text message that says, hey, new lead, so-and-so, Sally Joe from Nixa, send up on your website. Here's your phone number, here's your email, reach out to them. I get, for every 100 leads I get from groups, I'll maybe get 10 generic inquiries from Marketplace. Groups is really where it's at. We use Marketplace though to propagate the group posts. What's going on? Yes, I know.
You said before, you're obviously doing the groups as yourself, not from the business.
Correct. Use your personal page. Your business page only exists for Facebook Ads Manager. You just spend money.
Have you ever tried posting on these for like all your leads and getting the results?
Yes. So you might think if I'm just marketing listings, I'm just going to get buyer leads, right? It's totally not true. One of the really eye-opening things about this is the vast majority of them will be buyers. They're going to be looking, oh, I'm looking for a house, right? Or I'm just getting started in the process. This has a really pretty kitchen. I want to click it and look at it, right? However, you can manipulate that to your desire, right? So what's the average price point on market? Yeah, 150, 175. 150 is generally what they call it. So by marketing listings of 175 or higher, then you can generate those sale buyers, right? If someone's looking at that, for all practical purposes, the majority of those buyers looking at a $200,000 house perhaps maybe have one to sell first, right? Or that they would want to sell. So you can kind of manipulate that. I do get a significantly higher number of leads from your entry-level homes. 130,000, 140, there's just significantly more. However, I think the quality goes up the higher the price point goes up, in my experience.
How do you track that for yourself?
What do you mean?
Well, do you have a way of tracking
Like what price point?
like what your price point or how many leads came from that price point, or is that something you just do personally?
Well, my fancy schmancy CRM does. It sorts them by the property that they view or by whatever keyword that I put in there. So your website will do it. And because the new website's not out yet, I don't know what that's going to look like. But I'm sure there's going to be a way to look at that.
I was curious.
Yep. So you can also, another way to target that move-up segment perhaps is to list 4-bedroom houses versus 3, right? And the same idea, if they're needing 4 bedrooms, and perhaps they have one to sell. And I have generated a number of sell-by leads using this method. Fewer, albeit, but definitely there.
And all this is free.
Fully free. Yes. So far as Facebook allows. Yep. Yep. Not a bad deal, right? I will tell you this, okay? I almost called this class Generate More Leads You Can Handle, but I don't want to set a false precedent. However, again, I'm being completely honest and transparent. Again, I do encourage you to have your follow-up systems in place and have a process systematically behind that, because I was, as a result of my attending Gold, I've been going through all of my old leads for the last 3, 4, 5 months. And guess how many conversations I've had yesterday alone with leads that were on my website at some point in the last 90 days that have already bought or sold.
Yes.
So there's another million for you. Now, I had a lot of conversations with those that hadn't done anything yet, and I'm able to connect and cement those relationships, right? But still, you don't need to kick in the pants to get the follow-up straight. So I would encourage you to be ready, because you will generate a lot more leads. Yes,
How many friends do you have?
1,000. Really like 3, but on Facebook. On Facebook,
Now, you have your Facebook page that's all like public
I do. Yep.
to, okay.
But again, I don't think the number of friends you have matters. I think that your activity matters. Yeah. And how much they interact with your activity. I've not found any correlation with that.
Rob, if you don't, like, I don't use my personal page for real estate. Does that have a bearing?
I don't think so.
I tend to keep this
You'll
separate.
need your personal page in order to access the marketplace, right? But for me, business and personal are all the same. But that's my personal opinion. I post stuff on my personal Facebook business page. To that business page on Facebook, but it's the engagement is just ridiculously low. There's just nothing out there. In fact, I have InStop Social, if you want to Google it, is a really cool way that you can have stuff auto posted to your business page, but nobody sees it.
I do it just so, because I know when I look up a business, I like to see how active it is,
Yep.
see if there's still a business. I do it simply so it looks like it's active,
Absolutely. Yep.
but I don't expect to get engagement. I just want people to.
There's still value there, right? Because you can have your reviews there. And again, everyone's on Facebook, so we might as well get in front of it anyway. So you can put reviews on there, testimonials, throw your listings on there. From your Facebook business page, you can share a post into your business page on your personal timeline. So you might consider
I
that.
can't do that.
I can anymore, and I wondered if anybody else had that problem. When I hit share, it only gives me an option to go in the first 2 pages, it doesn't give me an option to post to my
Maybe,
timeline.
yeah, see if it changes. Thanks, Facebook.
Just this week, I noticed I can't do that.
I just did that today.
You just did it today?
I just did it today.
I'll have to investigate that. Let me see. She's doing that.
I just did it today. A post for my first, my business.
Maybe you're in Facebook jail.
Okay.
Okay. So guys, what happens when a listing sells? What happens when you do want to remove the listing? Because it's not available for sale, we should probably take it out. Again, I hate slideshows. Bear with me, this is ridiculous. I have not found a way on desktop to remove your posting in groups, other than just going to each group individually and clicking delete, which really stinks and kind of nice. However, on your mobile app, if you go into your marketplace, click on My Listings, and then select the listing that you want to delete. It has you delete listing, and it pulls up all the groups that it was posted in. You can then hit those bullet points and hit delete, and it takes it out of all. When that ever comes to Facebook, I have no idea. To the desktop, I have no idea. It's there on mobile.
Okay, so it's your My Marketplace profile, and you go to what
Your listings,
your listing.
and then it pulls up a list of your listings, just select whichever one you want to delete. The little 3 dots over there.
Here's where I am.
And that will delete it from the marketplace and any or all of the groups that you select.
Okay, hold on, I'm almost done.
You're good. I can throw this PowerPoint in the group, by the way, in the Facebook group. I know you're taking notes. I should have said it 30 minutes ago.
It's okay, it'll still take me forever to do it. I am truly blonde, I promise.
So here's the cool thing. Once you do this once or twice, you have this model, you have this way of doing things. This takes you 5 minutes. You can get on to your other lead generation activities. I haven't found any significant difference as to what time of day to post. I know that makes a difference on your personal timeline, as for groups or whatever. I've not found any significant. Yeah.
I'm again, I haven't paid good attention, but on the Bitly redirect,
Mhm.
each one has its own and it takes it directly to that's your
Yes.
KW site?
Yes.
Or
So thank you. Yeah. Each website has its own Bitly link, which you can customize it however you want. Rob's awesome listing or 123 Main Street or whatever, and it will take you to that specific page on your website. And Bitly, when you sign in and create an account, it will track all those forever and ever until you archive it. And so, yeah, check your 1 day activity, check your 2 day or 1 week activity. It's pretty cool to see what the numbers look
in the future in command, you'll be using landing.
Not landing pages as they're called landing pages in command, but on the website, I'll be using the website. It will funnel into command.
Okay,
But
that's
landing pages are for- Mhm.
capture.
Yep. Landing pages, as they're called landing pages in command, that's for click here for your Forest Park neighborhood update.
Right.
Or whatever. Clear as mud? Oh, here's another one too. So men buy, sell, trade. It's got its own 5,000 member group. Like it's the weird things. The cool thing when you're joining groups, though, Facebook will suggest more groups for you to join. I would just stick to the swap shop, classify, garage sale. Okay, so again, do not post more than 2 or 3 times a week. Space them out, maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, how do you want to do that? And again, that's just to avoid Facebook jail in case they want to enforce that. Facebook's algorithm can change at any moment and impact your results. It fluctuates all the time. It is just absolutely weird and how complex that is. So keep in mind, this works today. I know it works today. It will not work next week. And then consistency is key. Again, I can tell you, I still get leads from old listings from a month ago, or 2 weeks ago. Listing has sat there and I'm not seeing a lead for a week, and all of a sudden, here they come. Weird. I don't get it. Yes.
I know you said you closed 7 by August 3rd, I think. Do you have total leads you have come in?
So in the last 8 months, I just counted this yesterday in preparation. There's over 100.
Wow.
So again, that sounds like a huge number. And
But
it is.
you went through and said you called a bunch of them, could have
Right.
had 6 more.
Right. Oh, that's at least, that was just yesterday.
That was just
I
yesterday.
mean, right? So
So
it'd
your number could be a lot higher.
be a lot. And that's on me, right?
Yeah.
So the follow-up's on me. So believe me, I had some really good conversations with myself yesterday.
Are you telling me that you need to start building a team?
Or hire some
Word. Or just be consistent with scheduling that time, right?
Yep.
Oh, bonus, let's get into this. So if your website allows for it, there's some really cool ways. Say you don't have a listing and you want to take a break from all the emojis for a second. So you can do some specific listings, what I call them. So for example, upsizing post for a list of 4-bedroom homes in Nixa. Click here. So your website probably has an option for you to funnel just for a specific city. Have 4 bedrooms as the one string or the one filter. That should generate a link for you. Again, the website will use differently depending on what you use. Put that into Bitly as bit.ly/4-bedroom homes Nixa. Throw it into your group. Same thing with price point. Click here for a free list of homes under $150,000. And there are some lifestyle / seasonal ones you can do. So for example, click here for a free list of homes in Springfield with a pool, or with a fireplace, or within a mile of a Starbucks, that kind of stuff. Acreage. If you want to generate some crazy leads, do something like 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes in Greene County on 5 acres or less. Everybody wants acreage. It blows me up. And that's a cool thing. Hard to find, but it's,
Yeah, I need 3 of them.
And where are you posting these at?
same thing in the marketplace.
On March?
Yep. So grab some generic photos of homes in whatever city, and just throw those in as photos, they're generic. And then your listing's gonna look the exact same, but instead of putting 3 beds, 2 baths, $180,000, rivers, you'll click here for a free list of homes under 150, for example.
Okay, with that being said, with using something like that, do you, and I don't think that this is the right term, so I'm probably not using the right words. Do you ever, because like you said, everybody's looking for acres right now. Do you ever post something soliciting to be able to list your home? Like, I have buyers for this, and this. Are you looking to sell?
So to answer that, I will share with you what I stole from Mega Camp a couple weeks ago. So Kelly Gibson is a mega agent, has many expansion teams. I mean, the guy blows my freaking mind. But he, every Wednesday, his team posts, I have a buyer post. Now this is a post on your personal Facebook page. This is not my idea, so take for what it's worth. And I've done it and it has worked. So essentially what you do is just a generic post that says, I have a buyer looking for a 3-bed, 2-bath home in Nixa under $165,000 in an HOA with a pool. So you're very specific.
Right.
And then who do you know that might be looking to sell? Or who do you know that I need to know? Or who has this and wants to have a quick chat? You don't put it in Marketplace, you don't put it in groups, that's on your personal Facebook.
You just post it to your personal.
You could throw in groups. I've done that before. Not enough to have any quantifiable result to tell you about, but you could put in groups. I run by the mantra that I'm going to be as creative as Facebook allows. So use and abuse the system as long as you have it. Right?
Do you do anything on Instagram or anything else?
I hate this. I can do it. I've not figured that out. And I don't have the energy to either.
I'm thinking about asking my teenagers.
I feel that way about the Snapchat. I don't get it.
Cameras, and you can't put links in your post and so on. But that's just me. When that changes, or if you do paid Instagram advertising, that's a different story. Some folks have got great success with that. I'm not messing with it.
Now, when you make these, let me ask you, when you make these posts and you put a free list of 4-bedroom homes, the only link that you put in there is to your website?
To my website that has filtered the results to that city or town and 4-bedroom homes.
So they put in their information and it takes them directly to the results.
So if you click my link that
Okay,
has
that's
that.
way over my pay grade, but okay.
No. So if I have that listed in the group and you click that link, it's going to take you to my website.
Right,
And you're not going to see a darn thing until you give me your name, phone number, and email.
right.
Once
So
you
like-
do that, it's going to show a list of all the homes in Nixa that are 4-bedroom.
So like you go onto your website, you do the search.
Yeah, that's what I mean, on the website, I don't know how to do all that,
Okay.
like, on the website, that's what's over
You replaced your website, or do you use?
my, whatever, yeah.
So, but it'll keep that search, even though they haven't signed in yet, it'll.
Yes. So they're getting to that result because of the search that you saved and put into the short link short.
So Rob,
Mm-hmm.
do you pay for someone to create your website?
Unfortunately, yes.
So are they responsible for keeping them the prompt of registration?
So most websites are going to have that as an option. Yes. It's not always the default, but within the settings of my website, I can have immediate registration, or they can look at 1 or 2 properties or 3 properties, or they can have unlimited access.
Our free website does It's like a little button that says.
When you do these lists, it's leaving out to your site,
Mhm.
where they then customize.
They then see a list pertaining to what they wanted, the 4 bedrooms or the acreage. Then yeah, from there, they have all the standard search filters available.
So you have to send that list.
Yes.
Rob, do you know much about the new website? Our placer page, we can't search by open house. To say use for a free list of open houses, blah,
Yep.
blah, blah, we can't do that on placer. Do you know much?
I know enough to be dangerous. I've seen it, I've played with it, but whether or not that option is available, I'm not positive. We'll see. I don't want to speak out of turn, because if I say it is and it's not, then. But it probably will be. Most of the generic search parameters you can find anywhere else will be. So pool, fireplace, open house, fence, hardwood, most of those common parameters.
You might be getting ready to get into this, but are you gonna share anything about what your current follow-up is with these people? Yeah.
Follow-up is yours. That's your individual. I can't tell you I've changed. I can tell you I've changed dramatically. This is just me personally, if I can share. And it's about time, honestly, in my business. I've read the book for one thing like 5 times, and now I'm actually going to listen to it and do it. But basically, from 9 a.m. until noon, you can't reach me. Calling new leads, following up with old ones, like it's lead generation. And then you just have to pierce through with that. That's the only way I'm going to stay out of having situations like yesterday, where I just had so many great conversations.
If you get a lead on Facebook, though, you probably pretty immediately try to go ahead and answer right then, and then.
Yeah, so speed to read is
Yeah.
ultimately important, right?
Yeah.
Super important. So I can only speak for the new website is going to be really cool in that it's going to incorporate directly with command, and you're going to be able to see every step that lead takes in your website. So so-and-so viewed this home, they looked at the kitchen for 3 full minutes. And then they clicked over to the proper description. Then they went over to this house. And they went over to this neighborhood. So I don't want to say any more than that. I'm not the website guy. It's kind of nonsense. What else? Is this helpful at all? Does it give you some ideas to? And all I can say is just go do it. The process itself is not difficult. Probably the most difficult thing I think is going to be figuring out for your individual website how that works and how that force lead capture is going to come into play. I can say this too, a lot of people do not like force lead capture. That is my method. You can do whatever you wish. However, in real estate, it's a numbers game, right? And if you give me 100 leads to contact that are lightly motivated versus one that's highly motivated, I'll take them every time. And close 10. What else, guys? Any other questions? I think that's it.
With your website, in the back end, I mean, they can vary of how to make sure you're capturing.
Yeah. So I should mention this too. So to that point, if you're not sure if your website supports force lead capture or where to find it, or let's say, let's be real, you don't have a very good website. For the first 2 years of my career, before joining Keller Williams and before paying the awesome CRM I do now, which I don't recommend, I used a tool called Listings to Leads. It's $40 a month, but it specifically creates single property websites for your listings. And it's basically like 123mainstreet.thebestlisting.com. And so that is a tool that you can use to, it's only for the listings that you put into it, and it forces lead capture, and there's some follow-up, there's some auto-driven emails. It's a very basic system.
Does it work with
It does not. There you go. You know, so.
On your force speed capture, when you reply that sentence, you usually try to call it directly.
Yep. So it is, again, the follow-up is on you. It's however you want to do it. I call them. This is just
What are
me.
your opening lines? You did lead capture. You did lead capture.
You're making me role play right now?
These people-
Yes, please.
Check out how crazy this is. Ready? Hey, Melissa, I saw you were just on our website looking at this awesome house in Republic. I'm sure you got questions we can answer. Or what did you think? Or is this what you're looking for? 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,800 square feet.
I don't think that's bad. I think that's, because we have a lead capture.
Mhm. Yep.
That's always the hurdle for us, is what, because we got their information in a way that, they plugged it in hoping it wasn't gonna matter.
Mhm.
Or they just gave you all their personal contact. Like, okay, most people that put in all their information anymore, though, they know that somebody's making it all. Like, we have it where people like do commercial, where they click on it, and they're like, oh, okay, well, let's back out. Now our system still fills it all in off of Facebook. I mean, they don't want you to call your. Yeah,
I would say how many do you have that,
Yeah. Collaboration. I do want some.
So let's talk about that, right? What if somebody gets upset from calling you? What if somebody gets upset from you calling them?
Yeah.
My bad, have an awesome day.
Right? Have an awesome day. And I agree, the worst thing I ever hear that always upsets me when someone says, oh my God, thank you for calling me, I do not know a realtor, and no realtor will call. And then I go, I need to always be. Right? Because there are people out there that are thinking somebody will be calling them, and then
Yep.
they're not gonna.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because if they don't go to register on your website, where will they go?
They're gonna go register on Zillow or.
And 3 agents will call, right? And those agents are gonna pay 35% just for the luxury of having to talk to them. That's a whole other issue. However, yes, to your exact point, I cannot tell you how many times pick up the phone, hey, hello, Melissa, how you doing? Yeah, we're just getting started. Like, I just saw this house and we've been talking about buying, but I think we're gonna do it. And I'm with them in the office the next day, so I'm gonna do it. So just get in front of them, get in the way for good things to happen. What else? Cool. Do we have the sign-in sheet? Is that still there? Okay, cool. Thank you. What's that? Here's the trick. They can't ghost me. So my CRM, if they don't answer my calls or respond to my texts, they're getting emails perpetually for 365 days. Like once every 8 days, I think. So I have a direct campaign. Now they can opt out of that. And if they opt out of that, cool, I respect that. I archive the lead and I'm on the next one. But they're gonna hear from me perpetually somehow until they respond. But yeah, conversion.
He sounds real good.
Sounds
Like,
like-
he's like, I have a contract.
So we would have to use the edge right now because there's no purchasing command.
E-Edge
There
is-
are certain demands.
there's not drips yet. There's smart things that tell you what to do when. So for example, it will tell you, call Jane Doe on Thursday.
Oh, it doesn't automatically put out
Not
an email?
yet. Not yet. That is coming very soon, and I'm so excited because I have a million smart things on it. Guys, any other questions before we wrap up? Perfect. Thank you for the gift of your time. I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, if you want to brainstorm this some more, give me a call, shoot me a message, whatever. Happy to help. Thank you.
Thank you.